Welcome to Python Programming Language video tutorials by Shine India Pvt. Limited. I am your Posubabu Sir, Technical Quant Logical Reasoning Trainer. In this lecture, I would like to discuss while loop. So without wasting our time, let's start our class. In my previous presentation, I have discussed introduction to iterative statements. So iterative statements are also called as repetitive statements. So we can also call it as loop statements or loops. Now, what are the different types of iterative statements we have? We have two types. One is while loop and second one is for each loop. So in this presentation, I would like to discuss while loop. So prior to discuss while loop, let us learn what is meant by updating a loop variable. So to make you to understand, so let me take one example here. So if I have taken a is equal to 0 and if I have written a is equal to a plus 1, right? So here we have to perform the operation first, right? So let us fetch old value of a here. So what is the old value of a? It is 0. And so it will do the operation first here. So 0 plus 1, it is 1. And this 1 is going to assign to what variable a, right? So using assignment operator. So for this, let me write here a, and old value of a is what? 0. And the new value of a is what? 1. I hope everybody is clear. Let me take another variable, some x. So x equal to 4 I have written. And x has been updated with a 4. Now what does it mean? So let us fetch old value of x, which is 4. And now 4 plus 4, which is what? 8, which will be assigned to what? X. So let me write here. So old value of x is 4. Let me write x here. So what is the updated value? 4 plus 4, which is what? 8. So this is what? 8, which will be updated value of x, right? Now, you may write this expression a equal to a plus 1 as a plus equal to 1, right? Here, plus equal to is what? Assignment operator. I hope everybody is clear, right? So in the same way, you may write x as x plus equal to 4. So here plus equal to what? Assignment operator. And these two are what? Operands. So first, it is going to perform the operation on these operands, that is x plus 4, and save it or store it in left operand, that is x. So this is what assignment operator role. I hope it is clear to everybody. Now, one more example. If I have taken y equal to 3, so y minus equal to some 2. So here minus equal to what? Assignment operator. So it is going to perform the operation first. So y minus 2. Y minus 2 means, so y value, if you fetch over here, 3 minus 2, it becomes 1. So that 1 will be saved in y, right? So let me write the same thing here. So old value of y, it is 3, and updated value of y will be 1. So I hope everybody is clear with this updating a loop variable. So which will really helps you while we are writing the codes using while loop. Right? Now let's go back to the presentation and see the syntax of while loop. Now this is what the syntax of while loop. Right? So you have to write while, and then beside here you have to write the condition. Condition is also called as an expression, right? And then you have to write colon, which means you have to follow the indentation over here. So it is your requirement or your wish. You may leave one character space or two character spaces or three character spaces or four character spaces. It is up to you, right? But you are not supposed to leave in the statement one. If you are leaving, suppose two character spaces, in statement two also you have to leave two character spaces. If you are leaving one character space here, then what will happen? So you will be getting indentation error. which means you have to follow uniformity here. Right? I hope everybody is clear. Right? So 4 character space is also called as 1 tab space. Right? Now these are the statements, statement 1, statement 2, and so on. These are the statements, we can call it as a block of while loop. So this block of while loop will be executed whenever the condition is true. If the condition is true, this block of code will be executed. Again, as we discussed in my previous tutorial, the control will be go back to this loop and again check the condition. If the condition is true, again this block of code will be executed. Now, what is the role of while loop? So let me write the role of while loop over here. So repetition of a block of code or piece of code until the condition becomes false. If you understood this one, so it will be very easy for you to write while loop problems, solutions for while loop problem statements, right? So I hope everybody is clear with this one. A repetition of block of code until the condition becomes false. The same thing I have represented here. So this block of code will be executed until this condition becomes false. If this condition false, what will happen? So the control will be coming out of this loop, right? Now, after condition becomes false, now the statement K will be executed. Statement K will be executed, right? I hope everybody is clear with this explanation part, right? So now let's go back and write one sample program using this while loop. So prior to write using while loop. So let me give you 3 important uh, statements over here, which will really helps you to write the while loop programs easily. So let me write the 3 important points. If you remember these 3 important points, so it will be very, very easy, students. Let me write the first point. So point number 1. So point number 1 is initializing initialization or initializing a loop variable, right? So initializing a loop variable. So the second point is condition for termination. And the third point is updating the loop variable. So do remember these 3 points, then it becomes quite easy to write the program, so which comes under while loop. Now, let me explain one sample program. So the sample program is, I just want to print first 3 natural numbers. So this is what the program I wish to explain, right? So we should get the output as what? 1, 2, 3. That's it. So now, for this, what we are going to do? So do remember these steps. So what is the first step here? Initializing a loop variable, right? So let me take a loop variable as I, and I'm going to initialize with 1. Why we are starting with 1 here? Why we are initializing loop variable with a 1? Because we have to print natural numbers. Natural numbers will be starts from where? 1. So that is the reason we have started with or initialized with a 1, right? So natural numbers are also called as counting numbers, right? So what is why we are placing the name as counting numbers? So when we have here 3 articles, right? If I ask you to count how many articles are there, you will start with a 1 onwards. You never start with a 0. So you'll start with a 1, 2, 3, and so on, right? So hence, the natural numbers are also called as counting numbers, right? So the first step is completed, initializing loop variable. And second one is what? Condition for termination. So let us write the condition over here, right? So condition where you will write beside while. So beside while you are writing the condition. So I value when we have to terminate. So when it reaches 3, so I less than or equal to 3. Whenever I reaches 3, we will be coming out of the loop. So that is the reason I have written the condition here. I less than or equal to 3. Now, in the next step, what I'm going to do, since I need to print these natural numbers, let us write a print statement. So what we have to print, I values we have to print. So let us write print I. So condition for termination is over, right? Second step. First step, initialization. Second step is condition we have written, right? So this is for what? Terminating the loop. Now, let us write the updating the loop variable. What is the loop variable I? Try to update with a 1. So, I plus equal to 1. This is what assignment operator, right? So, this operator works on I and 1, which means these are the operands. So, it is doing addition operation first and saves it in I, right? So, left operand, that is I. So, this is what the program. Now, let me explain in detail. So initially, I value is what? 1. So initially, I value is 1. So let us update this I value here at this condition. Is it 1 less than or equal to 3? Yes, the condition is true. When the condition is true, I am going to print I. So on the screen, you may see 1, right? And then we are updating the I value, right? So I equal to I plus 1. The meaning of this statement is I equal to I plus 1. So what is the new value? When you fetch a old value of I, 1 plus 1, new value of I becomes what? So, right? So this is old value and this is new value. So what is the old value here? 1. So now new value is what? 2, right? New value is 2. Now control will go back to the top of the loop and again it checks the condition. So what is the updated value of I? It is 2. Is it 2 less than or equal to 3? Yes, condition is true. So in this case, print I. So in I we have stored 2, right? So 2 will be printed in the next line on the screen, right? I hope everybody is clear. Now again, it is going to update the I value. So old value of I now it is 2. Now 2 plus 1, it is 3. So what is the updated value of I? It is 3, right? Again, control go back and check the condition. Is it 3 less than or equal to 3? Yes, the condition is true. When the condition is true, we are going to print I value. So what is the I value? 3. So 3 will be printed on the screen, right? Now, again, we are going to update the I value. So, old value of I is 3. Now, again, we are performing this operation, I equal to I plus 1. So, I will be 4. Now, again, it go back and check the condition. Is it 4 less than or equal to 3? Not really. Now, the condition is false. When the condition is false, we will be coming out of the loop. We will be coming out of the loop. So, you may see this one on the screen. Like, so I hope everybody is clear with this uh, part, right? Now, let me execute the same program on the screen. So let me open my IDE. So let us take initially I equal to 1, right? So let us write the condition. So loop variable initialization done. Now we are writing the condition for termination. I less than or equal to 3 and use colon and click enter, print I, right? Now update the I value, I plus equal to 1, and then execute it. You may see the output on the screen 1, 2, 3, right? Suppose if you want to print 5 natural numbers. So you just try to modify here. So execute it. So 5 natural numbers will be printed on the screen. Suppose if I ask you to print uh, 7 natural numbers, right? So will you change here? 7, right? 7. 7 natural numbers will be printed. See, so this thing will be given by whom? User. Suppose user may ask you to print n natural numbers. Now here you could do a small modification in this program. So if I want to take the n value from the user, so n is what? Integer value, right? So let us write int of input. So here you could pass, enter the num, right? So that many numbers I just want to print, right? So if n value is 10, I just want to print 10 natural numbers, right? So here, where you have to modify the code here at the condition, instead of 7, place n. That's it, right? Now let me execute it. So I just want to print 8 natural numbers, right? Now click enter. You may see 8 natural numbers on the screen, right? If you want to get 1,000 natural numbers, so give n value as 1,000, right? So I'm writing here, I just want to get these 8 numbers on a same line. So later I will explain this end argument or end statement. So I'm writing here end, so and then empty space. Now let me execute it. So 8 and then click enter. You may see the 8 numbers on a same line, right? So now let me execute it. I just want to print 100 natural numbers. You could see 100 natural numbers will be printed. So repetition of task until the condition is false. If the condition is false, then it will be coming out of the loop, right? Now let me write here print statement. So that is done. Now let me execute it. I just want to print 8 natural numbers. Now you could see. So 8 natural numbers printed and then done. So I just want to get this done on the next line. So for that I'm writing here \n. I will explain this one in my coming tutorials. So let me execute it once again. So write n8 and then click enter. You could see, right? Suppose if I want to print 1,000 natural numbers. Now you could see 1,000 natural numbers printed on the screen in fraction of seconds. You could see. So if you want to write these 1,000 natural numbers by your hand, it will take longer time, isn't it? Yes. So I hope everybody is clear with this while loop program, right? So in my coming tutorial, I will discuss one program using this while loop. So I hope you could understand what I have conveyed so far. If it is clear my video, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.